Hello and welcome to our first Playdate Crashers podcast video. I'm Krista and tonight I'm going to be telling you about some new carriers that I'm trying. I'm in the market for a new baby carrier because what I have right now currently is not really working for us anymore. And I'm going on a trip in January. And on this trip I'm going to be doing a lot of walking with Spencer, who is our 9-month-old, and Miles, our 2-year-old, is not going with us. And that's usually when I do most of my baby wearing, is when I have both boys by myself. But on this trip I'm going to be doing a lot of walking, and so I needed something that distributes weight a little bit more evenly on my back and shoulders, and something like a soft structured carrier, or an SSC, seemed to perfectly fit the bill for me. So I went looking for some different carriers that I might be interested in, and came across a trial program through a company called Heavenly Hold. It's at heavenlyhold.com, and at this program they have different carriers that you can try for 2 weeks, up to 3 carriers at a time, $8 a piece plus shipping. And so I decided to give it a try. And the 3 SSCs that I chose to try for 2 weeks are the Beco Butterfly 2, which is this one. It's in the Tyler print, and I thought that it was gender neutral enough to use for a boy. I really like the print, so we'll be trying that one. Also going to be trying the Beco Gemini. So it's by the same company as the Beco Butterfly. This one is obviously in black. Trying that one as well. And then the final one is by a company called Boba. This is the Boba G2 Organic, and this is in their Willow color combination. And I really like the color combination on this one. I love green and brown together. So I'll be trying those out, and I'll get some video of me putting Spencer inside the different carriers. I'm going to try a front carry as well as a back carry, so you'll get to see the different ways that you can wear babies. And I'll tell you about the things that I like about the different carriers, some of the things that are not quite as comfortable for me in the carries, and then I'll tell you just a little bit more about how I'm making my decision on which carrier to purchase, and then you can take that information and make your decision for yourself, but I hope it helps you out a lot. Okay, so here we are in the Boba Organic G2. It's in Willow color combination. This is Spencer. He is 10 months old. So this is a front carry, so it kind of, feels like a backpack on your front. Got both of his legs out like this, and his arms can go over, or they can be kind of tucked in. I feel like it goes up pretty high on his back, and maybe makes his arms a little bit awkward to be over it. But it's kind of fun, It feels like he's hugging me. He's up real close, so that we can snuggle while he's in the carrier. And probably on our trip, when we're outside, he'll be on the front of me, and I can have my coat not necessarily buttoned or fastened around me, but at least around me a little bit, and that's going to work better for him to be in a front carry. So it feels pretty good. I feel like everything's tightened pretty well. You can kind of see here on the back how it hooks together. But feels pretty comfy. I'll try him in a back carry next. So here he is in a back carry, and feels really comfortable. He weighs about 20 pounds, but it feels like there's nothing on my back. So it's got the strap that goes around my waist, and I didn't realize at first that you can roll these out because there's a little bit of elastic to hold them in. Foolishly, I thought that they were just going to be straps hanging out all over the place, so I'm glad that we figured that out. But definitely feels like a backpack with not much in it. He seems pretty comfortable in there. You can see his arms go out over the top. So this would probably be good for carrying him around on my back inside, but not necessarily outdoors when it's cold out with a coat. I'll try my 2.5-year-old in the back carry in the Boba next. So here's Miles, our 2.5-year-old, on my back. He weighs about 30 pounds. Miles, can you say hi? No hi. Anyway, feels great. I didn't do any adjustments at all to change between a 20-pound 10-month-old and a 30-pound 2.5-year-old. I'm still not very good at getting the boys on my back in the back carry by myself. I had to have some assistance from my wonderful husband. But I think it's one of those things that I will eventually figure out how to do. Definitely a lot easier to put the 2.5-year-old in there than the 10-month-old. Okay, are you all done? Oh, one thing, let's show these little straps here, and this is unique to the Boba. The little straps for toddlers, for your babies, they can put their feet in there and actually have them like resting on something to keep their legs at more of a... You're all right. Here, show me your feet. Show me your feet. So that they can be at a 90-degree angle, just a little bit more comfortable for them. And you can see that he can lean back a little bit, but he's not going to fall up. Okay. This is the Beco Butterfly 2, and obviously no baby in it. So I just wanted to show you that on the inside there is like an inner panel. It's a separate piece or an extra piece on this type of carrier. So this one you can use with newborns. It's actually another little like insert that you can put in so that a newborn baby, or at least tiny baby, can be held up higher, a safer position. So you can put this whole piece on and clip the back before you ever put the baby in, and then it comes up and clips like this. So this is unique to the Beco Butterfly 2. Here we are in a front carry with Spencer. So you can see where the straps come in around him, under his arms. And I've had trouble both times that I've put this carrier on. I've accidentally managed to put his legs in over this strap here. So watch that. If you do purchase this carrier, that you make sure he has legs all the way in the bottom. But I feel like this comes down a little bit lower on his back without being unsafe. I feel like his arms aren't positioned as oddly. In this one, they're not kind of up like this and then going down. But he's having fun playing with the straps. You can see here on the back how it's fastened. Feels really comfortable. This right here is a sleeping hood, and so the Beco Butterfly has the sleeping hood as well as the Boba. But when you're not using it, you can store it. When you're ready to use it, it just clips on with snaps. When your baby falls asleep, you just put it over their head, and it snaps up here on the shoulders. He's not sleeping, so he doesn't put that on. But feels great. Feels really comfortable. It feels positioned pretty well on my shoulders. It's not putting more pressure on one side than the other. So pretty comfortable. We'll try him in a back carry next. Here we have a back carry in the Butterfly 2. A couple things I wanted to point out about this carrier. The buckles. There's a special safety feature on the buckles so that you have to use 2 hands in order to release them, so the babies aren't able to undo them on their own. And also, because of the inner panel, it's a lot easier to get a baby from your front to your back. You basically slip it off of your front, hold on to both straps, and pull it around, and it's a lot easier than having to take it off, take the baby completely off, and it feels a lot safer than some of the other carriers. There we go. This is the Beco Gemini in black, obviously, and here is Spencer in a front carry. This one has some kind of different features than the others. Instead of having a separate insert for younger babies, this has down here at the waist, there are snaps, and they can be positioned differently for a bigger baby, so with a wider waist, or snapped in, kind of folded in and snapped for a younger baby, so narrower, narrower at the bottom, and it also lifts them up a little bit better. Also, there's no sleeping hood on the Beco Gemini, but here you can see that I have it snapped down for an older baby who has total head control. Or you can snap it up for a baby who doesn't have complete head and neck control. It also helps when they're sleeping. So this one, it's pretty sleek. Feels like there's less padding and cushion, but it's still very, very comfortable. So less frills, less extra things on this one, but still super comfortable. He seems to like it. He's kind of done with this carrier experiment. But here on the back, you can see that it has the similar buckle here in the back. And I will say that those are pretty difficult for me to buckle, especially when I have a baby in the front. When they're on the back, you can fasten them in the front, it's no problem. But when you have the baby in, you kind of have to scrunch together and try to buckle them behind your back. It's a little bit difficult. So if you have an extra person around, extra hands, that definitely does help. So we'll put them in the back area and then we'll be done. Okay, final one. Here is the Beco Gemini with Spencer in a back carry. Of course, he's looking the wrong way. Again, feels really, really comfortable. He's seated really nicely. He's getting really sleepy, so he's kind of starting to put his head back. But even with him being pretty done with the carrier experience, he's dealing pretty well with it. And I think I could wear him on my back like this for a good bit of time, which is good because I'm planning on having him riding on my back quite a bit when we go on a trip in a couple of weeks. So really comfortable. Again, this is the one that has less things to tighten. This one, it seems to be a lot easier to tighten the straps when the baby is on. I don't know if it's something about the way that's made, but it's just a little bit easier to just quickly pull them or release them a little bit and get them tighter or looser. So there we go.